Hi, today I'm going to show you how to hook up a new washing machine and dryer. First thing you obviously need to do is remove the old appliances if they're installed. So let's start with the washing machine. Let's unplug it. Let's shut off the water, both the hot and the cold, and let's remove the drain line from the washing machine. It's a good idea to have a bucket or something that can catch some water and put the drain line and the hoses into it because they will spill a little bit of water. Now let's disconnect the hoses. You will need a wrench for this. And again, you're going to spill a little bit of water. A towel wouldn't hurt here, but make sure you put the ends of the hoses into the buckets to catch most of the water. We'll do the same thing with the hot water hose. And now we basically have the washing machine disconnected. And now to connect the washing machine, it depends on what type of hoses you have. And I recommend these Steel-Braided hoses because they're going to last a lot longer. If you're using color-coded hoses, then the red hose is always going to go on the hot side and the blue hose is going to go on the cold side. So make sure you get those on the correct sides. And before you start connecting the hoses, make sure you've got a gasket inside the hose because that's going to keep it from leaking. So you want to start by hand tightening the hoses, and then you'll use a wrench to finish them off. And you want them pretty snug. You don't want to crank down on them where you potentially break off that water connection on the washing machine. Now it's time to connect the hoses to the water supply. Again, you want to make sure you have got a gasket inside them to keep them from leaking. And if they are color-coded, again, remember that the red goes to the hot side and the blue goes to the cold side. You'll hand tighten them first, and then you'll use a wrench to tighten them down. And again, you want them fairly snug so they won't leak. Once you've got the hot and the cold lines connected, you want to connect the drain line. And I always like to use a zip tie to hold that drain line in because you don't want the water pressure pushing that drain line out and then you're spraying water all over the laundry room.
And last but not least, plug it in.
And now you want to turn the water on and you want to check for leaks. See if anything is wet, both there at the laundry fixture and on the washing machine itself. If you feel any wetness at all, you're going to need to tighten down on that connection just a little bit more to make sure you get the leak stopped. And it's a good idea to give it 2 or 3 minutes and see if you feel any water at all because you definitely don't want it leaking. Once you're sure there's no leaks, you're essentially done with the washing machine hookup. So we'll just put it in place and then we'll start with the dryer. The dryer is a little more tricky. A lot of dryers do not come with the cord already installed. So you'll need to look at your house and see if you've got a 3-prong or a 4-prong connection on the wall in your house. And you'll need to buy a cord that matches that. Most new houses built in the last 20 years or so are going to have 4 prongs, and older houses typically have 3-prong. The 4 prongs are an upgrade, and they do make things safer, so that's definitely the preferred method. But if your house has a 3-prong, then you can install a 3-prong dryer cord. And this video, because my house has a 4-prong receptacle, I'm installing a 4-prong, and that's what this video is going to show how to do. One critical thing here is, you notice here on the dryer, I've got a white wire connected to my ground screw. You leave that there if you're installing a 3-prong dryer cord. But, and this is very important, if you're installing a 4-prong dryer cord, you need to disconnect that white wire from the ground screw, and you'll connect it to the white wire that you see up here on the dryer. So you'll have your white wire that you disconnected from the ground screw, you'll have the white wire on the cord, and you'll have the white wire coming from your dryer. So there'll be 3 wires connected to the white. And then the black and the red wires on your dryer cord can go on either side of that. But it is critical that you disconnect that white wire from the ground screw if you're installing a 4-prong cord. And I do have a separate YouTube video on this. And then once you've installed the black, white, and red wires, it's critical that you connect the green ground wire under the green screw. And you're basically done at that point. It's also important to install the clamp on the cord. This keeps the cord secure and prevents these wires from being pulled loose over time. So make sure you install that clamp as well. Then you need to install the cover that covers up these wire connections, and then we're just going to install the vent hose and we're finished. So let's do that real quick. You want to make sure that it's on tight and not going to come loose. You don't want to be blowing moisture and lint into your laundry room or wherever you've got your dryer. And then just plug it in, put the dryer in place. And this project is done. That's all there is to it. You should be able to do this in about 15 or 20 minutes. It's a pretty simple do-it-yourself project. You definitely don't need to pay somebody to do this for you. I hope this video has been helpful to you. I really appreciate you watching. I sure would appreciate a thumbs up and a subscribe. Thank you again. Have a great day. Take care.